It will be unsafe for me to approach any closer to the Maco Ballistics campus. You will have to bypass the facility's defenses on your own. You will first gain entry to the main complex. Maco Ballistics is a very inward-looking, distrustful enterprise, so expect automated surveillance and armed guards.
Don't tell me. You're one of them big city reporters. Think she's gonna sweet-talk the management into giving her a peek at the new weapon.
How does a groundskeeper know about a classified prototype?
I was in on a consultation. That sucker they built shoots through walls. I'm supposed to keep an eye on the ecological impacts and not go too close to the rear of the complex.
I'd really like to see it.
Well, they only let me go as far as the storage closet, but for the right price, I could give you the code to the front door.
Maybe later.
You didn't hear this from me, but in case you want some spending money, the employee ATM is in Cargo Bay 02 across the courtyard. They never updated the firmware, which means it's pretty easy to hack, or so I've heard.
This is a security alert. We have information on a possible external threat to this campus. As always, discuss your work with no one outside the company. Communicate electronically only on the Maco network. And starting now, no visitors. Our automated systems won't care whether it's a suicide bomber or your grandma. Be safe. Now let's make a great weapon.
I don't have time for this today.
Accidental collision.
But I'm not your average SSC clone.
Initiating repairs. Finished.
Welcome to Maco Ballistics.
Operation.
That's the main entrance. You'll either need the access code or explosives to get inside.
No visitors. Remember, bots are programmed to neutralize any unidentified individuals. Biotech specialist leading in Lab 12. Biotech in Lab 12. Remember, bots are programmed to neutralize any unidentified individuals. Dr. Ramakadra, please call 512. Dr. Ramakadra, 512.
Tasks. Process duplicated.
Good work. You found an alternate way in. So the Order hired you to kill the chief scientist on the Magrail project. A pretty way to do business. The WTO prefers that you spare the scientist and instead upload the gun schematics to our Seattle headquarters. By law, all innovations must be registered and patented through one of our offices.
This is a security alert. We have information on a possible external threat to this campus. As always, discuss your work with no one outside the company. Communicate electronically only on the Mago network. And starting now, no visitors. Our automated systems won't care whether it's a suicide bomber or your grandma. Be safe. Now let's make a great weapon.
The violator is advised to leave immediately.
Find the nut!
Tracking infrared disturbance.
Don, have you seen the latest ballistics from Project Xenos? We finally did it. Now we've just got to fix that bug in the threat assessment firmware.
help you?
Are you the one who designed the mag rail?
Chief engineer. How'd you get down here?
I wandered off the tour. So you're custom designing weapons for this group calling itself the Templars?
Talk to sales, I just built the thing. Don't ask me why we want to arm a bunch of bigots. Genetic purists.
Doesn't sound like you believe in your work.
If the Templars are so appalled by body modification, what do they plan to do with 50,000 magnetic pulse firearms, hmm?
What if I wanted to take a look at the prototype?
Doesn't matter much to me. Sure, take a look. Go over to the weapon case and get ready to press that button. Meanwhile, I'll unlock the controls from the safety of my office. No offense, but I'm not standing out in the open while a stranger is fingering the trigger of the mag rail.
Thanks. I promise not to break it.
Just wait by the case. I'll unlock the access panel from my office.
The plasmids for the neonatal experiment are off the charts again. Can you give me a hand with them?
Analyzing. Acceptable.
Intellectual property has been secured and will be analyzed by our experts. Well done. We will have another mission for you as soon as you learn where Dr. Nassif went. Look for clues in the biolab on the second floor. Those nanomanipulators in the Minister of Culture's penthouse were headed for a scientist there, probably an apostle core sleeper agent. I do not understand why you insist on following the WTO's greed and self-interest. Think about all the people that will be endangered now that they have the schematics for this weapon. May Her Holiness help you find a way out of the WTO's snare.
Let's take a look. Back me up! You're on your own! Attack!
Sheila, we're still waiting on that inventory audit. In particular, we need numbers for servo nets, energy clips, rotator bearings, and coffee from your department.
Dr. Nassif said to carry on like normal and wait for an extraction. If they won't smuggle us out of the country, I say we do it ourselves. Maco isn't stupid. They'll know they've been infiltrated if the entire bioinformatics team disappears overnight, as long as I'm on the other side of the ocean when that happens. They left behind one of the Tarsus directors. I don't think they're going to leave us high and dry. Famous last words.
We interrogated one of Captain Lamar's people. She said that the scientists in this laboratory are the ones who smuggled Dr. Nassif and her colleagues out of the city. See if you can find a clue to Dr. Nassif's whereabouts in the lab director's office.
I heard you talking about Dr. Nassif.
This is a private laboratory. State your business.
I'm interested in contacting her. I was told that I could find her here.
You were mistaken.
I'm from the Tarsus program. Dr. Nassif would want me to be taken back into custody.
Tarsus? Oh well, we don't know anything about the trials. Don't tell me there's been an escape. I warned Dr. Nassif. I said that if she wasn't careful, they'd end up with a J.C. Denton on their hands. I guess you're here to wipe us out, like J.C. Denton wiped out the people who ran his trials. Well, we aren't as diabolical as MJ-12 was. I hope you aren't planning to trigger another collapse.
I guess it depends. Is there a connection? I mean, between the Tarsus experiments and the initial biomod research?
Not that I know of, but Dr. Nassif did give me a strange reply when I mentioned the Dentons.
How so?
She said that in the life sciences, one should never be surprised when the snake swallows its own tail. Just like her to flaunt her position.
A pretty cryptic comment.
Enough talk. You've put us in danger by coming here.
Sorry, just trying not to get left behind.
Talk to the Chicago project director. He's on the other side of the biolab. I'm pretty sure he ran the trials, but he doesn't tell us much.
Someone killed a guard.
Looks like the phrenology team is going to make their deadline after all. Get in touch with me so we can plan the next phase.
My theory could be wrong, but I doubt it.
You.
Yeah?
Your instructions were to remain in hiding until one of us contacted you.
You look like the man on the holocom who warned Dr. Nassif about the security breach.
I guess someone put you on our trail. Didn't take them long to get to you, did it?
I'm just looking for some answers. Tell me about the Magrail project and what it has to do with Apostle Corps.
Apostle Corps is not in the weapons business. Our people here control the biolab, that's it. We've been investigating the railgun project ourselves because it looks like Mako is gearing up for a large arms shipment. 500,000 units. We think the guns are headed for the Knights Templar.
Since when are there 500,000 Templars? That's as big as the security force, the WTO.
Exactly. The Order and WTO are just as worried as we are. The post-collapse balance of power is quite precarious.
What do the Templars want? World domination?
A world in their own image, perhaps. One that wouldn't include Apostle Corps. They categorically oppose all biomod technologies. We think they might have staged the Chicago attack merely to ensure that our laboratory was destroyed.
Destroy a whole city for one laboratory?
If our other facilities survive, you will learn why. Until then, to reveal more would be unwise.
I want to see Dr. Nassif.
Dr. Nassif will contact you. Now leave at once. You are too valuable to us to be risking your life in foolish expeditions.
Don't trust this guy. Keep looking. We need to know Dr. Nassif's location. Search the director's private office off this room for clues to her whereabouts. A data cube or V-mail may point the way.
Stop acting like a freak. Maybe you should go rest. You're acting a bit odd.
We're seeing some aberrant behaviors in the target locking mechanism in Project Serpentine. It looks like there might be something off with the Helonics. Take a look and let me know what you find.
Confirming my departure. No contact from Cairo yet. I don't know what we'll do if headquarters gets hit as well. More after I arrive in Egypt.
So Apostle Corps has some sort of home base in Cairo. I think you found your next line of investigation. Your pilot will be waiting for you on the roof.
Just once I'd like a quiet shift. Gone. Wonder if I should report this.
Ready when you are, Alex. Look for me on the roof.
Thanks for sticking around. What are the chances that you could take me to Cairo?
Cairo would be an acceptable destination. I haven't yet searched Cairo for my passenger.
Is that what you do? Go from city to city looking for one person?
It's an unusual assignment, but I'm committed to carrying it out. Let's go.
All right, I'm ready.